Hello Drakes and Waverings, Dragon here, and in this video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be comparing the trio from the Superman and Lois show, the main male trio, to the main male trio from Teen Wolf. And I feel like fairly confident in the comparison between these three main characters from both shows after having watched 6 episodes of Superman and Lois. So yeah, let's get into the comparison. Okay, first let's start with comparing Derek Hale to Clark Kent. Both are born with their powers, or to be more specific, they grow into their powers over the years. Some powers are very similar, such as the super strength, super speed, and healing. Obviously there are some that one has the other doesn't. Clark has the heat vision, super breath, and flight, whereas Derek has essentially night vision or animal vision, the claws and teeth. Both try and help one of the younger of the trio of these main trio who come into their powers to learn about the powers that they are gaining in their early to mid-teens, and not being well received at the beginning. Clark being a bit more well received than Derek's help. Next up is Scott compared to Jordan. First and foremost, without even seeing them using their powers or anything, they both have a mop of curly black hair on their heads. Where shake their heads and it just bounces around. So yeah, straight up. And second, both coming, not only having the usual teen angst, but going into teen angst with new powers coming in. Ooh boy. Now, both were on medication before getting their powers. Now, Scott very clearly does not need his inhaler after becoming a werewolf. Jordan, though, I am unclear on whether he is still on his medication. I get the feeling that he might not be if they're seriously trying to observe his powers and all that. Who knows? Don't take instructions very well from basically the much older and experienced member of the trio, Derek and Clark. They do eventually accept it. Jordan is a little faster in it than Scott is. Scott, oh my word, because he basically is having goo-goo eyes at Allison, just doesn't notice anything, my word. Last up is Stiles and John. The comparison here is not as strong as the other two. Mainly due to the fact that John may get powers later, but right now they are essentially the humans of the trio. They give the impression that they wouldn't really want to have powers right now. But they don't both tend to have kind of these say like, wonder what it would be like if I had that ability? What could I do with that ability kind of looks. So clearly wouldn't mind having some, but they would rather not. But they give the impression they don't want it verbally. So they support the other young member of the trio, which essentially is Scott and Jordan. Jordan is far more receptive of John's help than Scott is of Stiles, mainly because Scott, again, goo-goo eyes at Allison. And try to help, but they do sometimes get a little beat up and bruised because of their attempts at helping. And yeah, that brings it to the end of this little comparison video. So, yeah. If anyone ends up watching this and wants to put in their, like, 2 cents, you can do that in the comment section below. Now, will I end up likely updating this if John does get powers? Not likely. I only thought of this after watching episode 6, and I'm like, this is strikingly like Teen Wolf. I could have actually done this back while waiting for episode 6 to finally air. But yeah, till next time. Probably not on such a ranting video like this. Laters!